brains cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. And this goes for both failure and success, right? If you evoke the feeling of success, when you feel successful, when you feel self-confident, you will act successfully. We see this all the time in sports where like an athlete will say that they have a feeling that they're going to do well and they end up like breaking a record or something like that. And the same goes for worry, right? If you're always thinking about the unfavorable result, you're going to be worrying, you're going to be anxious. You will actually experience the negative failure action, right? And the reason this works is, right, this like winning feeling that you get, it works because in your mind, if you vividly imagine the scenario of winning, you've done it like so many times in your mind. So like what do you expect would happen? The person who's won a bunch of times is probably going to win versus the person who like has failed a bunch of times is not going to win, right? Because in their mind they've actually experienced the winning over and over and over again, or the failure over and over again. Like if I, for example, take me for example, right? If I vividly imagined failing in real life, I'm not going to succeed. If I vividly imagine succeeding, I'm thinking about all the possible scenarios in which I could succeed, right? And then in real life, I will succeed. It's literally that simple, right? The point of practice, and when you're doing this in your mind, it's essentially practice with no pressure, right? The point of practice is to just trial and error over and over and over again and correct your errors each time you make a mistake until you succeed. And then your brain remembers the pattern of action that led to success, right? And then you can act that out and rely on your muscle memory in real life to actually attain the success.